Sasha.
And who do you have with you?
Spots, my rabbit that I got for Christmas.
He looks very excited to be here. Alright, we've got another unboxing for you today. We're going to be taking a look at the Lord of the Rings, the card game. I just got that for Christmas. And so we're going to get in there and take a look at it. This is a living card game. It's actually been out for a few years. I think it came out in 2011. So it's got a lot of expansions already out, as any living card game would that's, coming on 4 years old. Let's take a look at it and see what we think. Also, I do apologize. There's going to be some glare on the cards. I sleeved them prior to filming the second part. When I'm taking a closer look at it, you'll see what I'm talking about. And so there is a little bit of a glare, but when I pick up the decks and bring it closer to the camera, the glare will go away. So just bear with me on that. All right, let's open it up. Okay, on top we got some advertisement here for all the crazy Fantasy Flight stuff you got going on. Got the rules book, which actually is pretty thick. You can see it's, if you count the back page, it's going to be 32 pages. And it looks like there's actually a lot of text in there too. I can see how much of it is based off of specific situations and how much of it is, need to know for the whole game. Alright, looks like we've got some tokens here. Let's get into that. Alright, so this is going to be some kind of counter. I think if I remember from some of the stuff I've read, this is for counting your threat level or something along those lines. As far as the quality of the cardboard, it's pretty sturdy. I've seen a little bit thicker, but this is really good quality. I don't think you're going to have any problem with it bending unless you're just being too rough with your game. And you can see how easy this stuff punches out. I don't see any sort of tearing along the edges. Let's punch out a couple more things and see how it goes. So you can see these the edges come off real smooth so far. Looks like just very slight. Alright, so right there you can see a little bit, but that's the worst, that it looks like it's going to be so far. Yeah, same thing, no worse there. And again, the big pieces really seem to punch out nice. Okay. What do we got on this other one? Alright, so here obviously something to do with your counters. There's another face for your counter as well. Got some more tokens here. Get a closer look at Okay. Got some cards in here. Oh, this is kind of nice. The cards come in bags. They're not shrink wrap. So it's real easy to get to them. I guess that's Aragorn right there. And there's what the back of it looks like. An Archer, Orc Slayer. As an event card. So far all these have the same, let's see. Yep, so you got the same back on all of these. Let's see if there's any difference in these other ones. Alright, so you got some more events. Attachment. An ally. Got an enemy in here. There's the king spider. Bunch of spiders. What else we got here? Got some locations. Okay. Treachery. Alright, now see, here you go. Let's see. There's a different card back here for you. Some more locations, the brown lands, some enemies, location. So you can see pretty good artwork on these cards too. I'm liking what I'm seeing. Alright, so I think, let's see, we got one or two other things still in the box. I'm going to put these back in their bag. Oh, these must be to help build the those wheel counters we were looking at earlier. I assume that's what those are for. And I think that's going to be pretty much it. Let's see. Yep, so you can see this box is designed right now. The whole, what it comes with. They knew this box was going to be too big for all that, so they got that insert there. You know, I mean, as far as inserts go, I guess that's pretty functional. And that's pretty much what you got. Okay, so here's everything that comes in the box. You've got your 2 threat trackers that I've built now. You've got 4 pre-built player decks, each with 3 heroes. And there's 4 different spheres of influence is what they call it. Leadership, spirit, tactics, and lore. And you can tell which sphere a card belongs to with this symbol down here at the bottom. So that's the leadership symbol. And like I said, each sphere has 3 different heroes that come in the core set. You've got Theodred, and you can see you've got different descriptors for him here, and different card effects. So Theodred, you've got Gloin, Aragorn, and then you got ally cards in the deck. For instance, here you've got Brock Iron Fist. With the Spirit deck, you've got Eleanor. I don't know if I'm pronouncing all these right. Dune here, and Eowyn. And then allies such as the Northern Tracker. And keep in mind you also do have event cards in the player decks. And there will be some attachment cards as well, such as this. And these just help to modify your characters in various ways. Here you've got the Tactics deck, and your heroes are going to be Thalen. Legolas and Gimli. And then you've got allies such as Beorn and Veteran Axe Hand. And then with the lore sphere of influence, you've got Denethor, Beravor, and Glorfindel. And the daughter of Nimrodel as one of your allies, and Erebor Hammersmith. I'm thinking at some point in the future I might go through these decks a little bit more in depth. Maybe have a special episode just to cover some of these cards, but right now I'm just trying to give you a general idea. There's also one neutral card that comes for the player decks, Gandalf, and you're going to have 4 of these, so you can go in and put 1 in each deck. But you'll see he has that symbol right there, which indicates that he is a unique card. And anytime a symbol with the unique symbol is out, there can only 1 of those cards out on the table at any given time. All right, and here's the encounter deck. You can see that's with the Eye of Sauron on the back. These are where all the bad guys and bad things are going to come from. This is the Dol Guldur Orcs deck, and you'll see you've got enemies such as the Dol Guldur Orcs and Dol Guldur Beastmaster. Here you've got the Spiders of Mirkwood deck with the King Spider and Hummer Horns. And this is the Passage Through Mirkwood deck. And you can see you've got the East Bite Patrol and the Forest Spider. And just to keep in mind, there's locations that come in these decks, as well as, let's see if there's no treachery card in that one. I'll find a treachery card to show you in a second. Here you've got the Escape from Dol Guldur deck with a Cavern Guardian and a Nazgul. Let's see, here's a treachery card right here, and you can see treachery cards generally have some pretty bad effects on them. Here you've got the Journey Down the Anduin deck, and you got bad guys such as the Misty Mountain Goblins, and actually there's more of this specific card in this deck, but that's the only type of bad guy in that deck right there. Here's the Sauron's Reach deck with the Eastern Crows, again the only type of bad guy in that deck. And the Wilderlands deck, got Wolf Riders and Goblin Snipers and other enemies like that. Up here's your Quest deck, and this is actually going to be the deck that you're working your way through. You're going to be putting progress tokens on it as you go along. You can see on the back that right there you'd have to make 8 progress tokens on this card before you can move past it. And there's actually 3 different. That's the Passage Through Mirkwood right there. And then Journey Along the Anduin. And Escape from Dol Guldur. So those are the 3 different scenarios you get with the base set. All your damage tokens, all your resource tokens, and all your quest progress tokens. And finally, your first player token for when you have more than 1 player playing the game. Okay, so that's pretty much it. I will say one other thing, the card quality itself, as far as the thickness, it's pretty much the standard of what you get in most board games these days. So, you know, it's going to be good quality as far as the card stock goes. You know, anybody that's watched my previous components videos knows I think that the card quality, the standard card quality these days is a little bit on the thin side, just a bit. But it is what it is. You stick it in some sleeves, it's not going to be an issue anyway. I hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to leave any questions or comments in the comments section below. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you like the channel, please subscribe. And until next time, if you're bored online,